Hi, this is David McKenzie from the McKenzie Law Firm, and today's video is about the potential penalties someone faces when charged under the DUI law in Pennsylvania for a first offense DUI. As you may already know, there are three tiers in the Pennsylvania DUI law, and we'll discuss all three here today, again specifically as it relates to a first offense DUI. Now, in reference to the first tier under the DUI law, when someone is charged with 3802A1 or 3802A2, that person has been charged under the first tier of the DUI law. Specifically, 3802A1 alleges that the driver was simply incapable of safe driving. That's when there is no BAC or blood alcohol content analysis available, when there's no implied consent violation, or when there is no injury or accident slash damage involved. Section 3802A2 is when, again, it's still under the first tier, but that is when there is a BAC or blood alcohol content analysis done, and the results are between 0.08% and 0.10%. In any of those cases, the penalty for a first offense DUI is as follows. It's graded as an ungraded misdemeanor. It carries with it a mandatory 6 months probation, a fine of $300, participation in the Alcohol Highway Safety School, or AHSS for short. There's no license suspension involved, but a full drug and alcohol assessment must be completed if it is recommended by the CRN evaluation. In regards to the second tier under the DUI law in Pennsylvania, a number of statutory sections apply, and they are 3802B, and that is where the blood alcohol content is alleged to be 0.10% to less than 0.16%. 3802A1 when there's damage or injury involved in an accident that occurred as a result of a DUI. 3802E, and that is where the driver is a minor and the blood alcohol content is alleged to be a 0.02% or greater. And then 3802F, and there are a couple of distinctions that apply. When the driver is the driver of a commercial vehicle and his or her blood alcohol content is alleged to be 0.04% or greater. When the driver is the driver of a school vehicle and his or her blood alcohol content is alleged to be 0.02% or greater. Or when the driver is the driver of either a commercial vehicle or a school vehicle and they're alleged to be simply incapable of safe driving as a result of alcohol and or controlled substances in their system. With any of those enumerated sections, the penalties for such would be, or I should say the potential penalties for such would be that the charge, the DUI charge, is an ungraded misdemeanor. There is mandatory jail time of at minimum 48 hours up to and including 6 months, a fine of $500 to $5,000. Again, the Alcohol Highway Safety School class, license suspension of 12 months, and again a full drug and alcohol assessment if it is indicated by the CRN evaluation. And lastly, for today's video, we'll discuss the third tier, the last tier under the Pennsylvania DUI law. Again, a couple statutory subsections apply for this tier, and they are 3802C, and that's when the blood alcohol content is alleged to be 0.16% or higher. 3802A1 when there is a implied consent violation, and 3802D when the driver is alleged to be incapable of safe driving as a result of having a controlled substance in his or her system. When any of those subsections are charged, the potential penalties are as follows. The charge is an ungraded misdemeanor. The mandatory jail sentence is 72 hours up to 6 months incarceration, a fine of $1,000 to $5,000, the alcohol highway safety school class, a license suspension of 12 months, and a full drug and alcohol assessment. That concludes our discussion today regarding the potential penalties for a first offense DUI under the Pennsylvania DUI law, specifically as it relates to the 3 tiers under the law. Hope the video was helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact us at the McKenzie Law Firm. Take care.